some aftercare. If you just got tattooed, we're using this new product called SANIDERM. It's a second skin. It has an adhesive on it. It's I believe it's latex or silicone. I'm not 100%. I've been using it for about 3 years. So in the last 3 years, I've had maybe 2 or 3 people have a reaction from it if they're allergic to like adhesives or latex. And you can pretty much tell if you do have a reaction. If you do at that point, remove it and then take care of it like you traditionally would with Aquaphor, preferably a light little layer. Make sure you're keeping your hands clean. You wash your tattoo a couple times a day. But if you don't have the reaction to the wrap, this SANIDERM, it's extremely beneficial. I use it on my tattoos and I just love the convenience and how quickly it gets you healed. So you're gonna leave it on for 4 days. So I've left it on for up to 5 days, but I always recommend at least 4 days. Depending on the area, if it's on your forearm and you put it on the wrist, it tends to lift up from movement. Do your best not to play with it. You want to leave it on as long as you can, because the longer you keep it on, the faster it'll heal it. And from my experience, more ink seems to stay in. It's gonna collect fluid. Your blood plasma, ink tends to get pushed out because of that, so it gets collected under that wrap. Avoid any activities that will make you sweat too much, because it will trap the sweat inside of the wrap, and what that'll do is it'll create more pressure under there and it'll have to find a way out of the wrap. And what'll happen is the blood and ink residue will start to find its way out and leak all over your clothes, all over your car, or wherever else you may be. So just do your best not to work out for those 4 days. It's gonna look like the tattoo is falling out. It looks like it's blurry. It looks like the ink is getting smudged, like the design is getting smudged. Do not panic, do not freak out. This is normal. Depending on how traumatic the tattoo session was, some people may have more than others. This is okay. This is part of the process. It is gonna protect the wound. So you leave it on for the 4 days. You don't worry about it. It's waterproof. You can shower. Just don't, scrub on it or scrub around it too much. You don't want to lift up the edges. Sleeping is basically, there's no problem when you're sleeping because you don't have to worry about getting your sheets dirty or anything like that. So after the 4th day, 4 full days. So if you got tattooed on a Friday, say you got done with your tattoo Friday evening, you're gonna leave it on for Saturday, Sunday, Monday, and Tuesday. You can take it off Tuesday in the evening, or preferably Wednesday, anytime Wednesday, the next day. So 4 full days, remove it on the 5th day. When you remove it, normally what I would do is I would do it in the shower, unless it's in an area where it's hard for you to reach, then you might need help. So just get like a warm rag with warm water, soak up the warm water, let it sit on it. It'll help loosen the adhesives a bit, not too much, but just enough. Either way, you can pull it off dry if you want. When you pull it off, say it's on your forearm and you're pulling downward, if you can have someone pulling on your skin the opposite way to keep the tension on your skin, it'll make it a bit less painful because the adhesive is gonna have a pretty good hold on your skin. So when you're pulling, have someone, or if you can, say it's on your leg, pull the opposite direction that you're pulling the wrap to keep the tension on the skin, make it a little bit easier for you to pull it off. When you pull it off, you're gonna wash off any buildup. It's gonna be gunk, it's gonna be blood plasma, ink, residue. Just wash off all that gunk. Use antibacterial, antimicrobial soap, liquid soap preferably. Wash that off, let it dry. Pat it dry with a paper towel or something, and then what you can do is just use a scentless lotion, no perfumes, nothing like that, as clean as possible, as clean of a lotion as possible, and you're gonna put that on 3 to 5 times a day. If your tattoo starts getting itchy, usually applying lotion helps relieve that. But if you do have to itch, do not scratch it. If it's just too itchy, just what you can do is slap. That's what I do, is just slap the tattoo a little bit, but do not scratch it, do not. So once you get to that point, you're pretty much gonna be applying the lotion 3 to 5 times a day, or as much as you can, more if you want to, but it's not necessary. What you'll notice at that point is that it doesn't really scab up, and this is why I love this product for healing, the SANIDERM, the second skin. It almost seems to heal it faster this way than traditional healing. I'm not sure the exact science behind it, but from my own experience, I've used it on multiple tattoos of my own. It seems to heal it faster, and it seems to keep in more of the ink. So just, you know, follow the directions. If you do have a reaction to it, definitely call your artist or call me if you're my client, and I'll, you know, guide you on taking care of it. And that's pretty much it. If you follow these directions, the tattoo healing experience is easier to deal with. So let's do a little recap. Leave it on for 4 days. On the 5th day, remove it and wash off any buildup with antibacterial, antimicrobial soap. Let it dry, then apply lotion, after inked or a scentless lotion, 3 to 5 times a day. Do not pick at it, do not scratch it, keep it out of the sun, and that's pretty much it. And make sure you take a good picture and send it to me so I can see it healed up. I do like to post healed tattoos on my storyline from time to time, or just come back to the shop and let me see it. I would love to see it healed. I love seeing my work healed. It's a learning experience because I can see if the techniques that I'm doing are working, not just for the actual session, but for the healed version of the tattoo, which is what's most important. Come give me some feedback so that way the next time we have a session or the next client that I have a session with, I can keep these conversations in mind. It's all a learning experience. I'm not the best, I'm not the smartest, I'm not the most experienced tattoo artist, but I'm learning and you're learning and we're learning together. But if you don't like something that happened and you just go to the next artist and start talking trash, well, you're not doing either of us any favors. So hope you guys were able to follow this video. If you need a recap, of course, you know, you can always rewatch this. And if you're not already subscribed, do me a favor, subscribe, hit that like button so that way we can spread this aftercare. Also, this is not the only way to take care of a tattoo. This is just what I recommend from my experience, things that I've actually done on my own tattoos that I know works. So if you have a different way of taking care of your tattoo that works for you, you know, speak to your artist about it. Each artist will have their own way. Follow their way. Do me a favor, subscribe, like the video. If you have friends that are tattooed, which I'm sure you do, I'm sure half of your friends are tattooed, repost this, share it to your friends so that way they can have an idea about how to take care of the tattoo. Or maybe they're new to it and don't really know, and they don't know about the SANIDERM, which to me is revolutionary to the healing process of tattooing. And I am so glad that I came across it. I just wish I would have came across it longer ago, you know, or they came out with it long ago. So hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Any ideas, recommendations on stuff that you guys would like to see, leave me a comment and let's make it happen. Thanks, guys.